What is going on, people? I'm
Let's
here
go.
with another absolute banger guest, folks. I am pumped to have this dude on. Before I get the dude an intro, I want to give a huge shout out to Mitman Joe for hooking us up, bro. We were just talking about him before we got on. One of the realest dudes in the game, folks. And I can't wait to talk to this man right here. I want y'all to give a huge shout out to my boy Eddie High Def Frere. How we doing, bro?
I'm good, brother. I'm blessed, man. Birthday morning, birthday afternoon now. I'm spending it with my family. Got the day off, man. I'm, hitting that reset button, man, and we're pumped for what's to come.
Bro, I was gonna wait till we started to tell you that. I want to give you a happy 33rd birthday. My man is an absolute savage. Been doing this fight game for only 9 years now. And folks, I can't wait to hear more about his story and where he's been and to where he's been at right now. So,
Yes,
Eddie,
sir.
my first question, bro. What were you doing before MMA, man? Did you play any sports in high school or do any combat growing up?
Yeah, man. So as far as sports goes, man, I was just always growing up, man, my brothers were really heavily involved in gangs, So
Oh yeah.
I'm the youngest of five boys, So I remember when I was like in seventh grade, my brother told me like, "Hey, are you gonna do sports?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I am." And he was like, "Nah, that's jock stuff." And I was like, "I don't know, bro. Like, just I put it on pads and a helmet and hitting somebody. I think that's kind of fun." I was like, "Man, I'm gonna be a jug. I'm a thug and a jock. So that to me that was a very critical point in my life. I was, I don't know, 12, 13 years old. I was either going to go this route or that route. And from then on, man, I started football. And with football, I was just aggressive. I was a savage. And, I was always small, man. But people didn't even, there was even linemen that didn't even want to go up against me. I was just like, I was mad at the world. I was the youngest of five, always getting beat up at home.
Oh, bro.
So I was mad at the world, and I was just like eager to just hit somebody, and do it without getting in trouble. So, I started off sports. I gave it everything I had. Anytime that I was in there, there was always some passion that was just that I could tell, because I used to do like
Yeah.
YMCA basketball as well. And I would have parents tell me like, man, like you're out there, you're giving it all you got. They would buy me drinks and stuff, So I'm a hooper. I'm just one of those guys that, I'm kind of an all around athlete. Whatever I try, I'm decent at, I'm pretty good at. And I really didn't do any wrestling or none of that. A lot of the workouts just came from like football and stuff like that. So no combat sports as far as like wrestling. I really didn't start training until I was about 17, 18 years old.
Bro, but you sound real competitive, Eddie.
Oh, very, very. A lot
Yeah.
of a lot of people hate me for it, to be honest.
Nah, bro. Hey, I'm competitive people, bro. It's a love-hate relationship with a lot of people. People either love that energy and that vibe you bring, or people are fucking low-key jealous and they just can't
Uh-huh.
handle with it, bro. Especially like you were saying in practice, you're probably bringing it 110% the whole time, probably like on some Adam Pac-Man Jones type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
100%, brother. The way I see it, man, is the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. So if I'm practicing, I'm not with that. Let's practice and have a
Yeah.
good time and laugh and joke. I'm cool with having a good time, but like give me your passion, give me what you got.
Facts.
Even my son yesterday, he's playing basketball and they're having like a 3-point contest and he's like shooting it like a free throw and I'm like, is that how you're gonna do it in the game? I'm like, dude, jump with it. What are you doing? And he's like, why are you dogging on me? I'm like,
Yeah.
son, do it with everything you got. Like that's why I say some people hate it, but I
Yeah.
think later on he'll understand. Like, man, my dad was just always trying to make me like
Oh,
everything
bro.
100%.
How old is he right now?
Man, my oldest, I got 6 kids, bro. So my
Oh,
oldest,
damn, Eddie.
yeah, I got 6 kids, bro. I started young, and my oldest is 15. My second oldest just turned 13 yesterday, so we're exactly
Oh,
20 years apart.
damn. That's what's up.
Yeah, bro. So it's a lot of beautiful things going on right now, And my youngest is 4 years old, about to be 5.
Bro, all boys or boys and girls?
I got 4 boys, 2 girls.
Four boys, two girls.
Yeah, man, I'm loaded, bro. I'm loaded.
Bro, Eddie, you gotta call it at that, bro.
Yeah, so my wife, she had the procedure done, so kitchen's closed.
Woo!
If I could have had it my way, bro, I would have had 10.
Hey, just make your own little MMA gym yourself, huh?
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, I don't
I
blame you,
know it.
dog. I don't blame you. Or a football team, Eddie. Uh,
Yeah, or basketball plus one, like
yeah,
we
you
got
know
a
what I'm
sub already,
saying?
bro.
Bro, you got a whole practice squad, bro. You can have an A team and a B team.
I think it's just I think for sure whenever I'm gone from this world, man, all my kids will have a lot of great stories to tell about me. And I think that's what it's about, leaving a legacy and just showing them God's way, through my own perspective.
What do they think about you fighting?
Uh, I think it's something that they've all just grew up with me doing, so they don't know anything else. They don't
That's
know
cool.
the me that doesn't do that. It's kind of like with basketball, like they don't know me not playing basketball. They don't know me not training, so it's all they know, so they've, obviously they get nervous. They've seen more good than bad, so it's I tell them like, hey, this is another sport. It's just a grown ass man sport where you can
Yes.
possibly get hurt, and you can, I've had a fight where I broke my foot in the fight, so there's things that can happen,
Yeah, bro. Ray Lewis talks about football's a man's game. Bro, fighting is a fucking man's game, bro.
Yeah, I think, it definitely ups it a notch. Football is crazy as well, but
Yeah,
man, I don't know. And not only that, but it's one-on-one. It's, you don't get any more intimate than that. You can kind of
bro.
hide a little bit in certain plays in football and kind of get away with it. You can't do that in MMA.
It's a lot harder, bro, when you're in the 5th round, your liver's bleeding, your ribs are broken, your nose is shattered, and you still have to go out there and do 5 more minutes. Like you said, just you. No help. Your coach is going to give you about 45 seconds of advice. You're going to get a sip of water, and you're going right the fuck back out there, bro, for 5 more minutes.
Yeah, what you going to do, brother? Right?
What are you going to do, bro? And everyone's watching you. Everyone's literally watching you, too. So it's like there's nothing else going on but this.
Yeah, you're the show. You're the date night. You're the everything.
Bro.
Came to watch you for that moment, for that 15 or 25 minutes.
Bro, and it seems like you already had that competitive edge too, and you already love that type of energy. So what did you do, bro, from when you stopped playing football to when you started fighting? You said at 24, right?
Yeah, I was 20. Yeah, it was actually like 24 years old. My first
That's
fight.
wild, bro. So you've only been fighting for 9 years, Eddie.
Yeah, for sure,
dude.
Man.
You're active, bro. You have so many fights.
Yeah, for sure, man. So like I said, man, there's guys that are in the UFC by that age, so I knew that I was off to a late start, but I think God's timing is perfect always, and if anything, I feel like that kind of saved me just from, prior injuries or head trauma. Like I said, man, I'm 33, but I feel even younger in the fight game. There's dudes that are 25, 26 who got more age than me in the cage, because they've been knocked out a lot and whatever else, So luckily for me, man, that's not the case. I still feel good. Obviously, we battle little injuries here and there, man, but I feel good, man.
Bro, and I don't blame you, man, because I started at 22. So I'm 28 right now, but I've had 5 amateur fights and 2 amateur kickboxing fights. You know what I'm saying? So I've only had 7 fights in 5 years. I feel like you're having like 7 fights every year, bro.
Yeah, you know they come, some years are more than others. We've had some where we had 4 fights in a year, and we've had other ones where it's 1 or 2 a year. It just a lot of it is a lot of fighters dropping out. So, and as far as what I was doing in between that time, man, I was definitely a lost soul for some time. Once I had my first son, it kind of humbled me down a bit, brought me back down to earth. I definitely went through a whole lot of trauma as a kid. So, there was a few years there where I was just kind of lost, smoking a lot of weed, doing stupid shit, and
oh, I do, bro.
It took some years for me to kind of like, all right, like this is what it is. Let me get my head on straight and let's start working for something better, So, yeah, man, I was always still kind of staying active though, playing basketball. Once I used to always just hit my punching bag, mad at the world, for hours. Smoke a little bit and be outside for 2-3 hours in the bag. And, once I found The Ultimate Fighter with my brother, John Noriega, man, he has his own group as well. MMA is Life, man. He's a real good dude as well. So,
damn.
Yeah. So once we kind of found UFC, I was like, hold on, this is how I fight. I was like,
do you remember what year this was, Eddie?
Oh man, this was 2007, I believe. It was.
Oh damn! So it was early in the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, it was the first Ultimate Fighter, very first one.
Damn, you watched season 1, bro.
Season 1, brother. Yeah.
And how old were you, Eddie?
I was probably about 15, brother. 15.
Damn, that's perfect, dude.
Yeah.
That's because at that point, bro, it's like realistically, am I going to go to the NFL? Because I had the same, like, I'm not going to go to the NFL, bro. I'm not going to play in the NBA. I'm not going to do MLB. Like you said, I'm lost. I'm kind of just fucking off with the homies, doing shit, whatever, smoking a bunch of weed, doing a bunch of dumb shit, bro. And just watching the sport and being like, that shit would be cool to do. But you're 15, bro, and you watch that happen. And when the moment you watch that happen and you're watching that style, are you like, bro, this is what I'm gonna do, or does it take a couple years and you're just kind of enjoying
No,
it?
to be honest. So this is kind of how it transpired. So
Okay.
when I first saw that, I was like, hold on. I was like, that's how I fight, you know. And I would fight in school, you know. But I was always known as a dude. Hey, you don't mess with that dude, you know. If you fight him,
Yeah.
you're in for a tough night, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, hold on, that's how I fight, bro. We can get paid to do this. And I was like 16, man. And you know, like I said, I was doing a lot of stupid shit, man. I was selling, you know, drugs and stuff like that. We ended up getting raided. And
Oh,
the cops put a beating on me, bro. I think back in
bro.
retrospect, and I'm like, man, I could have like sued them, bro. I'm like 16. I got beat really bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
arm was about to break. They were smashing
Ah,
my head.
damn.
Or it was just nuts. You know, it was quite the experience. But
Yeah.
a few days later, my neighbor comes, and I wasn't there. And my brothers ended up, you know, hitting him. They busted windows. Well, a few days later, the big uncle comes. Big uncle's maybe like, I don't know, 30 years old, bro, fresh out of jail, real
Oh,
big guy. And, you know, to put it in a nutshell, we would have got our ass kicked had I not beat his ass. So he was trying to talk a lot of mess to my brother, man. And I was like, hold on, what's going on? I was like, dude, we're not going to pay those for the windows and this and that. And he starts getting all crazy. And I remember he chin checked my grandma, bro. My grandma was there
mm,
and he chin checked her. And I was like, nah, hold on. So right away, we run to him. I hit him. He hit me once. I rush him, man. And we have like 30 yards of like where I'm just taking him down like a football style takedown.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
finally take him down. He breaks his arm. I guess he
Oh,
didn't know how to break fall. You know, he breaks his arm.
oh.
I get on top of him. I start hitting him. Then my brothers come. They start kicking his ass. The dude, his nephew separates me, and this dude was just busted up really bad, you know. And ever
Yeah.
since then, I remember my brothers were like, "Damn, like, all right, we can't mess with little bro no more," you know. And
And
that's
because
right.
you're a teenager at the time too.
Yeah, I was 16, you know, and
Damn.
had it not been for that, we probably would have got our ass kicked by this big jailbird guy, you know. So
Yeah.
that was the moment where I was like, all right, I need to start taking this serious. You know, like I just took down a fucking 30-year-old big
Yeah.
muscular dude at 16 years old, you know. So I was like, let's start working for this. And that's kind of how it began.
Did you start doing MMA, bro, or did you do boxing at first?
No, I did MMA. I did MMA. Yeah, I went into a gym called Lozano's Mixed Martial Arts. It was really good for me at the time, man. You know, I feel like I just had after a few years, I outgrew it. You know, my head coach was sick, so I kind of became the head coach, and it was cool, you know. But I still had that passion, that athlete, I want to fight type of fire, you know. So once I started training with my head coach now, Ray the Judge, and you know Mitman Joe and everybody there, I was like, hold on, man, I got to keep fighting, man. I can't let this go, you know. Like it's too soon. And that's how it kind of all began back in like 2018, 2019 ish.
What was your first day like at the gym, bro? Do you remember?
Yes, I do, man. You know what? So that's another crazy story. It's, you know, all these hood tales.
Nah,
My
you.
my first day at the gym, literally my first day, man. And you know, and I had told him, I said, look, man, I was like, I'm sorry, but I like it, but I can't train here. I was like, I don't
Yeah.
have money, you know, this and that. He was like, dude, he's like, you're a beast. Just show up. If you just show up, just train. And I was like, man, that's love right there. So my first official
Bro.
day, I had this big guy named Ronnie. He was our heavyweight. There's another guy acting out, and he walks out the door, and they're kicking him out. And he's like, man, all of y'all, fuck all y'all, and this and that. Big dude Ronnie gets up and kicks him right in the face. I'm telling you, bro, just as hood as it can get. And I was like, well, damn, I guess I'm at the right spot. You know, these guys are gangsters like me.
And how? And were you 24?
Yeah. You know, actually, I was younger at this time. So
Okay, I got you.
24 was my first MMA.
Okay, I got you.
So
I
I
got
was
you.
probably like 18, 19 at this point.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro.
So I was training then, like I said, and then you know, I took a few years just to coach. But yeah, man, this was my first day at the Lozano's, and I was like, all right, these guys are gangsters like me. I'm at the right spot, I guess.
What's the vibe like over there? Is it a small gym? Is it a hole in the wall gym? Big gym?
Back at no, yeah, it's a hole in the wall gym. You know, no, it was very it's like a taekwondo gym, but they had the MMA side as well. You know, this was
Yeah.
the very first gym that I ever. I know I'm not there no more. You know, but this is
Hmm.
the very first gym that I was at. You know, I like I said, I loved it for the time being, and I still do have a lot of core memories there. You know, it's a beautiful spot. I still talk to the instructor a little bit. You know, whenever I did leave, they were a little upset, but you know, it just it you can't be loyal to anybody else if you're not loyal to yourself, you know. And I remember just telling myself that, you know, and it was a really hard decision for me to make. I was like, man, like I'm not trying to be disloyal to these guys, but I've got to be loyal to myself, and I know that I got to fight,
Got you, bro.
and I know that this is the right move to make once I, you know, trained with Midman Joe and Ray the Judge.
So when you left from there, where did you go to take your first fight with? Like what gym?
So I had my first fight with Lozanos,
Okay, I
right?
got you.
And
I
that's
got
where
you.
I took like 2-3 years of coaching, and that fight's not even like in Tapology or nothing, so it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. Then I went with it was called Ultimate Submission Academy. That was
Oh
where Ray was.
damn.
Yeah, this was so actually they had a fallout there as well. So Ray ended up making his own gym, but that's where it kind of officially began. Ultimate Submission, they were like, hold on, bro, we got to get you fighting, man, because you know you're solid and this and that. And that's where that fire kind of relit, you know. And I was like, all right, let's do this. So that's where it began. That's where I fought in Houston. I was in Humble, Texas, for
Let's
Fury.
go.
Yeah, right there, man. So I fought Jose Mercado. I don't know if you know him, man. He trains at 4 ounce. It was a crazy war, bro. Crazy
Oh
war, man.
damn.
Dub. And then and then the next fight I fought again in Houston against another guy from 4 ounce. And you know, we went undefeated as amateurs, so we went pro right after that.
How many amateur fights did you have, Eddie?
I had 3 amateur fights.
That's it? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so I had like smokers and stuff like that before.
Yeah,
but as
same.
far as like official amateur fights, I only had 3, brother.
Wow, bro. What weight class were you for your first one?
125. I've been a 125er, you know, pretty much
The whole time?
Yeah.
What was the first time you cut weight like, bro?
You know, for me, man, I naturally, man, I weigh like 138.
Oh, no shit, bro. Bro, you look thick, bro. You look like 145.
Nah, bro. To be honest, man, 145 is like the highest I've ever gotten. That was when I was eating like shit.
No way, bro. Because
man.
I mean, you're fucking in shape, bro.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. I try to be, you know,
yeah.
Definitely the munchies get me sometimes, though. You
hey, it gets the best of us, dog. I can't smoke during fight week sometimes, bro. It's rough. It's rough on me. It's that discipline, you know? It's hard.
And a lot of times, you know, whenever I used to smoke, that was a lot of it as well. You know, luckily, man, I don't smoke anymore. I see it like I broke those chains. You know, it took a lot of prayer 100%. And it took a lot of talking to God as far as, you know, like you know what it started doing? It started making me paranoid. And I knew that's when I was like, this isn't for me no more, man. Like God is literally telling me like, hey, take it. I'm taking it away. And you know, I've gone a few years now without smoking, and I just feel a lot better. You know, just being sober is my new high.
Wow, that's so you don't do nothing, bro. Like drinking, smoking.
I'll
nothing.
drink every now and then. You know?
Okay, I got you.
Every now and then, you know.
I got you. Yeah.
Wild Wings and I'm eating. I'm like, yeah, give me a beer.
Yeah, I got you. But you're not there trying to get drunk.
No, not at all, bro. I've always been pretty wise with my movements and my actions, you know.
That's smart, bro.
Yeah, because you know, I saw all my brothers and my uncles get crazy and ruin times. So you know, I was always kind of looked at like, damn, like this dude's the youngest but the wisest. You know, he doesn't drink. Even when he drinks a lot, he doesn't act up. You know, so
yeah.
I've always taken pride in that. You know, and you know, again, I just think like, all right, if God were drinking, how would he act? You know. Yeah, and that's how I try to act, you know, and it just comes naturally to me now, you know.
Yeah. What was your first amateur fight like, bro? Like the whole experience, like the pre-fight, like what was going through your head before you walked out? What'd y'all do after? What was the whole vibes like for you for your first ever fight?
So my first ever fight back in 2015, I believe it was June 6, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
I remember because, you know, I'm big on numbers, and I remember my coach telling me like, hey, I wasn't going to tell you, but June is the 6th month. You're fighting on the 6th, and then the 15th is 5. And he was like, that was 666, you know. So I didn't want to tell you before the fight, but I was like, man, if anything, that was a sign that, you know, I'm going into spiritual battles and I'm ready to get, you know, knock this dude out. So It was a good fight for me, man. I ended up getting a TKO in the second round.
Oh, for your first fight ever?
Yeah, first fight ever. I got a TKO in my hometown.
Oh, bro. What did y'all do after, man? And like, what was your emotions after that? Like, did you know at that moment, like, this is it for me? Like, I'm 100% in this now from this moment.
Yeah, I think I knew it, man. I think after that feeling, you know, it's kind of like a feeling that you can't describe. You know, it's a lot similar to, you know, like having your first baby. It's just not in the aspect of it feels like that, but it's one of those.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna feel this feeling again. You know, it's different. Even the second fight when you win, that's the second fight feeling. It's not that first ever fight feel, you know. So I knew that that was a feeling that I was gonna soak up, that I was gonna remember for the rest of my life. And just hearing the people cheer, man, and scream.
Bro.
I'm kind of a household name here in San Antonio, you know. So whenever I fight here in San Antonio, everybody's screaming my name, and it just feels good, you know. And yeah, man, I knew I was like, all right, we're gonna do this now, you know.
What did your family and friends think, man?
I think they always knew that I was, you know, an athlete, and I've always been that kid who, you know, if I missed a shot, I would punch the floor when I was in fifth grade. You know,
Yeah.
I've always been that kid. You know, so a lot of my people and my family and my friends were just like, "All right, bro, like if you're here, we're gonna be with you, and then let's do it." You know, uh, and I think you know it's because they believe in me. You know, they believe in me the way I believe in myself, and yeah, man. So here we are. You know.
Bro, what's coaching like for you, man? Because when I see you coach, I see you hold pads for people and like showing people like drills. Dude, you seem like you're fully invested into it, man. What kind of got you into coaching? I know you said when you were in that gym, you didn't fight for a while. You were just coaching from 18 to kind of 24 for a little bit there. What do you like about coaching so much, bro? Because you seem legit passionate at it and you're actually solid at it, bro.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think you know, I wouldn't be doing it if I knew I wasn't good at it, you know, because a lot of the things that I teach, I'll see fighters and I'll tell them, you know, like code language, and they do it and it works, you know, to a T, you know. So for me, man, I think the main thing is just teaching people how to defend themselves, you know, because as rudimentary as that might sound, it's important. You know, I mean, you
Yes,
go
bro.
out there and if you're a mom and bam, next thing you know, you have the dude trying to rape you, you better know how to defend yourself, you know. So I'll go to the most extreme, you know. If you're a dude and somebody is hitting on your wife,
Yes,
and,
bro.
and now they're drunk and they want something, bro, you better learn how to defend yourself. If not, she's
Hmm.
gonna look at you like a beta now from now on, you know.
Facts, bro. Or if he's trying to rob your shit, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And the weird, like it gives you like a weird self-confidence, bro, that you're not even trying to fight no more. Like I say this all the time, Eddie. You can go to a 24-hour fitness gym, bro. You're gonna see the most ego, the most mean mugs, the most I wish somebody fucking would try me type of motherfuckers you'll ever see.
I
And then when
see.
you go to an MMA gym, bro, or a boxing gym, it's the most chill vibes. Everyone's chill as fuck with everybody. I mean, you got a couple assholes, bro. That's everywhere. But
Yeah.
for 90% of the time, bro, everyone's vibing. There's no bullshit. There's no ego, bro. And everyone in there is a motherfucker for the most part.
Exactly, bro. That, you know, that's the irony of it. You know, it's
It's fucking crazy.
you got these dudes that look like they, you know, they got some muscle, but bro, you would die out in like 20 seconds. After that, I'm gonna make you my bitch, bro. You know, you gonna get beat up by a fucking small ass nigga, bro, and your girl will no longer look at you the same. You know, so
Bro, facts, bro.
and I take pride in that. You know, like I said, and kind of going back to the question, you know, it's I like I said, I grew up the youngest of five boys. You know, so it took me a while to gain the respect, 15, 16 years to be exact. And I know how it is to feel inferior. I know how it is to feel.
Yes, bro.
But the more you train and the more you have a good coach that can teach you these techniques that are going to work, that are going to make you kind of, you know, a formidable force, that's where it's like, all right, they can't bully you no more. They can't tell you anything no more. And that is going to stop suicidal thoughts. That's going to stop you going
Bro.
into the wrong life, you know? So, you know, we can go from the smallest things to just like confidence to the biggest things to where it's like, dude, this is gonna save your life now. You know, you're not gonna have those suicidal thoughts no more. You're not gonna feel like you're not good enough for this world. You know, you're gonna have something that you're good at. And yeah, man, it stems from that. You know, I know what it's like to feel like shit. You know, and
Bro.
I don't want nobody to feel like that. And especially if God has put you in front of me, then it's my job, it's my duty at that time to kind of expedite that process, you know.
Bro, how did you meet up with a guy like Joe, like Mitman Joe? Like, where do you remember the first time y'all met and how y'all kind of
Yeah, yeah, I
kicked off?
actually do. So I met with Midman Joe is whenever I went to the other gym. Actually, it was my so I went to the other gym for like an open mat, the Ultimate Submission Academy, and that's where I read. That's where I met Ray, and at the time they had another coach named Jacob Landon. And we are doing jujitsu. Boom. They were like, "Damn, bro, you're good. You know what I mean? Like you're solid. We got to get you over here." And that's where I kind of started thinking like, "Damn, maybe I should," you know. And it was here in the South Side as well, San Antonio. So I was like, "Man, it's
Yeah.
right here close to me. This is kind of tailor made for me, you know." I think it was the next day or the next 2 days. They were like, "Hey, we're gonna do a boxing class as well." His name's Joe, Midman Joe. Y'all come by. try it out, see if y'all like it. Boom, we went.
Yeah.
It was packed class, bro, packed. And
Damn.
he brought dudes that were like legit boxers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there was legit boxers there. It was just a badass class, bro. And I remember Joe, they took some video and he was like, "Hey, who's this guy right here?" He was asking about me,
Yeah.
and that's when my head coach now started telling him, "Oh, that's Eddie, bro. He's from another gym. We're trying to get him over here." And Joe was one of the reasons as well that he was like, "Hey, bro, come over here, and we can do something with you, for sure." And I was like,
Yeah.
"All right." I was like, "Let's do this, man."
Bro, and like we were saying before we got started, man, he's such a solid dude, bro. He's so real. Like it throws you off how real he is, bro. Um, did you take have you took any fights with him as your coach in your corner?
Yeah. So my first couple fights with Ultimate Submission Academy, he was in my corner.
That's wild, bro. And what was the difference, man, that you've noticed between being an amateur fighting and then going to like a place like Fury FC with a way better promotion, like just the whole thing from the walkouts to the post fight? It's so legit, man. I told this to Joe too. It's like a feeder league to the UFC, bro. It's the
100%.
perfect feeder league, bro.
Yeah. So only two of my fights, even including my amateurs, my first amateur and I think it was my second pro fight. Those are the only two that I've had that were not with Fury. Everything else has been.
Damn.
Yeah. So for me, Fury is almost all I know as well, and it's just
Yeah.
the way I see it is like from my first Fury fight to now, you could just see how they've grown leaps and bounds.
Oh, bro.
So now I'm like, all right, like this is dope, because a lot of people in Fury know me as well, and I know Wayne Leggett, obviously I know Eric, so just kind of becoming kind of a household name for Fury as well is fucking dope.
Yeah.
And any other promotion that I fought for, which I think the first one was PCG.
Uh-huh.
Another one was in the Valley. I even forgot what it was called, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got you.
I wasn't a fan of them at all, man. But you can just see how Fury is just way way above them, man, and just with everything from how they do their face-offs to how they
Bro.
where they put you at, to just everything in general, bro, is just 100% top notch.
Eddie, I'm so glad you brought that up. My next question was, dude, the intensity you bring to the face-offs are amazing, bro.
Thank you.
What's your mindset in those face-offs, bro? And like how you bring that fucking energy, dude?
Oh, man, a lot of it is them, like, hey,
Bro.
get off you. I have had some where I'm like, all right, we're chill. This is straight business. Once I see them, like, they try to get gangster with it, I'm like, bro, hold on. Hold on, bro. Like, I've been doing this since I was a kid, bro. Like, I've been doing this, 10 seconds when I was in first, second grade, bro. I had drive-bys at my house when I was in elementary school,
Bro.
every other week, and sometimes every month. I was like, bro, like, you can't get gangster with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of what I just start thinking about that. I think about, my roots, where I come from. I think about my childhood trauma, and I'm like, dude, you're trying to beat me. Like, and then we get into the grown man aspect. I'm like, all right, now you're trying to take food from my kids as well. You're trying to take half that paycheck. So I'm like, all right, so I got this side and that side. Let's go,
Bro, and I used to always hear like, man, most fights, which it's a little fucking cliche, but most fights are won and lost at the face-offs, or like, you know what I'm saying? The moment before the fight actually starts, you hear. And I didn't know really what that was like until I had to do a couple of my own face-offs. And bro, you can really feel the energy off someone just in that little 10 to 15 seconds of staring into their eyes, man.
100%, brother. You can see into their soul a lot of times.
Bro.
There's a lot of times where, for me, I've had some face-offs where it's just blank expression, professional, where you're like, damn, I couldn't engage him. It's
Yeah.
tough out there as well. You can be
bro.
spiritually, as emotionally, as mentally tough. They might be the same exact way.
Exactly, bro.
So sometimes you can't gauge it, but I've had dudes where I'm looking right into their eyes and they look away and I'm like, yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. You a bitch, bro. Like, I got you. Like, you a bitch, bro. Like,
Facts.
I gave you the look and you didn't want none of it, bro. And there's a lot of guys, you have even some guys who are good fighters, man, who are still bitches.
Bro.
They will give you that. They don't even want to look at you. They're fighting because they're athletic and they're decent at it. They're not fighting because they're fighters. there's a big difference, and you can see that a lot of times with some of these guys. I've fought some guys like that. Now, and on the other side, I fought some dudes where I'm like, that dude's a fighter, just like me, bro. That
Yeah,
dude,
this
he's
is gonna be a
tough.
war tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
a
have to bring
war.
this.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, it's one of those things where some guys are just fighting because they're athletic and they couldn't make it anywhere else, and some guys are just like a little bit of that, but also they're fucking gangsters. They've been fighting all their life. And I think that's kind of the case with me.
And it's kind of like that Carlos Pratas, Nate Diaz kind of vibe. Like these motherfuckers are real gangsters. They're not out here, bro, to try to do this to look good for Instagram. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like even when you hit pads with Joe or you're doing your workouts, you're not trying to fucking be a bodybuilder or you're not looking in the mirror every day. How did this session today get my arms bigger? Are my abs more cut up now? You're just doing the session to fucking improve your cardio. You're doing grappling to improve your grip strength, boxing to improve your hand speed and your conditioning. Like these dudes that go to the gym, bro, are like some of these guys that like you said, were athletes and they try to come over to try this fighting shit out. You find out, bro, in the octagon or on fight day, bro, who's really about that shit, who's the real fighters.
100%. But we've had dudes go to the gym, big, strong dudes. Some of them are
Yes.
buddies as well. I've invited some of my buddies,
Same, bro.
big, strong dudes. And next thing you know, you put it on them and they're like, yeah, this ain't for me, bro. I've had one buddy of mine who he's a hooper as well, but he's strong. You see this dude, you'd be like, yeah, there's no way you're 5'4", you're gonna beat him. There's no way. He went to the gym. Within like 30 seconds, I'm choking him out. I'm hooking him. I'm blowing his air out.
Yeah.
They never show up again, and I do it out of love. I do it to like kind of show them like
facts.
Thanks, and they never show up again, bro. But if you'd ask 1,000 people from my pictures and his pictures, they'll be like, oh no, him all day.
Oh yes, bro.
It's just not the case though,
And you see those funny memes with like, how can I tell somebody that Mighty Mouse chokes out Brock Lesnar? You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll show like a giant buff dude and it shows like Chase Hooper. And it's like, how can I explain to casuals that Chase Hooper literally kills this man?
100%, bro. Exactly. That guy's got like 20 seconds of gas tank.
That's it, bro.
Chase is killing him.
And real quick, where did you get the nickname High Def from, Eddie?
So, man, my initials are actually Def.
Oh, no shit. What's your first name?
Yeah, so initially my name was in Spanish. It was Dean Eduardo Fraile. So in English, it's Dean Edward Fraile. So with that,
damn.
Yeah, so what's funny about that as well is that my first child, he's a junior. So his name starts with a D. My second child is Eric.
Yeah.
My third boy is Fabian. So their names.
That's crazy.
And then my youngest son, I was like, how do I get him in? So I gave him his middle name, Def. So he's Joshua Def. Yeah. So we all Def fam, bro.
I love it, bro. I love it.
It was something that I knew, man. I was like, this is God given, and as far as how the name came about, brother, you wouldn't believe it. I had my phone in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I think it used to happen more often for whatever reason. I don't know why. I guess I wouldn't push the side button.
Yeah.
And I had all these letters just scrambled around, and I swear to you, right in the middle it said High Def.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I was like, how did that happen? It's like I took out my phone from my pocket and I see it and I'm like, you got like X, B, S, 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 T, space, High Def, space, B, W. And I'm like, I was like, all right, God, I got you. That's what it is. You gave it to me. Let's do it.
Are you serious, bro? That's how you started it right there?
I swear to God. And when I saw that, I was like, I looked up and I was like, that's you, God. I was like, all right, let's do it.
How many fights? Have you had a fight yet before you came up with that nickname?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All my fights, I've had that. High Def.
Damn. So you came up with that before your first fight?
Yeah. Before. So I actually.
Oh, my God.
It happened with like right in 2019-ish. I already had it before that. But
yeah.
Right before my second amateur fight, that's when I was like, oh yeah, that's my name right there, bro.
I love it, bro. Eddie High Def. And I'm not gonna lie to you, hearing the way you just pronounced your last name, I butchered your last name when we started this episode.
Oh man,
no, I fucked it up bad, Eddie. You should have checked me. You should have been like, hey dog, that's not how the fuck you say my last name. I heard you say it and I was like, damn, I fucked that up bad.
Even if I would tell you the right way, some people still can't say it, brother. It's
Yeah.
all good, man.
I appreciate you, Eddie.
Like,
I
you know what
appreciate you, bro.
I've
I'm
been,
sorry.
I've heard Ferrari. I've heard
Yeah.
a lot of people say it Friday. A lot of people just say Friday. Like,
Friday.
Friday. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Bro, if I'd have said Eddie High Def Friday, I'd have deleted this episode, man. I'd have been like, what is the hell is wrong with me?
We'll get back in it tomorrow, right?
Yeah, yeah, facts, bro. But dude,
Yeah,
that's
but yeah, that's
wild.
Friday. Yeah.
I figured it was gonna be because of like high def. You're gonna see me in
Coming
HD.
in.
Like, no, you're good, bro. I thought it was high def, bro. Like, you're gonna see me in HD in the future. Like, my knockouts are HD. Like, something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? That is wild. How that happened?
Hold on, brother.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Hey, this is the charm of the show. This is how we get down, brother. We don't edit none of this out,
Sorry, brother. I was getting a call in, man. I didn't hear what you were saying.
bro.
What were you saying?
Bro, you're good, bro. I was saying that's crazy. That's how you got the nickname. I figured it was from like I'm gonna produce high def knockouts. Y'all gonna see me on HD on TV. That's what I thought it was, bro.
Yeah, no, man. I swear to you, it was just that. Like I said, my phone was in my pocket. I looked at it and I was like, what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's insane. And I was
And
like,
then
I'm running with it, you know?
yeah, facts, bro. Facts, bro. You still got me right now? No, we're good, dog. Hey, busy
You
man.
there, brother?
Yeah, hey, you're a busy man, bro. I still got you. You're still here. We're good. Nah, I got you. I got you. We're good. We're good. Nah, bro. You got me?
Yeah. Sorry, man. I
Nah,
keep getting these
bro.
damn calls.
I promise you're good, bro. Like I said, I've had you on for 37 minutes already. I feel bad taking up your time right now.
Oh, no, you good, brother.
I'm about to say I got a couple more questions for you, Eddie. I big appreciate your time, bro, and just love hearing more about your journey, man. Uh,
Yes, sir.
the thoughts, bro. I think it's so cool that all your kids train. What are your thoughts on that, man? And do they enjoy it?
They do, man. So a lot of my kids right now, they're doing other sports right now as well. Like my two older kids, they're all in basketball right now, which
That's cool,
I'm
man.
perfectly fine with. You know,
Yeah,
to me, man, they don't need to become fighters, not at all. I would never force them to become that. You know, but for me, it's more just
it's more just like they need to learn how to defend themselves, having that skill too, and you're their dad, so you can coach them through all that. It's kind of wild, bro.
yeah. So and for me, it's more just like, hey, let me show you how to defend yourself. You know, as long as you
Exactly.
could have that where you're like, all right, I know how to defend myself. I'm good with it. You know, and I think eventually some of them might want to become fighters, you know, and some of them have expressed that they do want to become fighters. But, you know, it's a brutal sport, bro.
Bro.
It's a brutal sport, you know, and if you do want to do it, man, then you've got to be 110% in. You know, there's no I do want to train, I don't want to train. You got to go no matter what. You know, so you know, my kids are some dogs, though, man.
Yeah, let's go.
They are some dogs, man. Especially my boys more. You know, my daughters used to train as well.
Yeah.
They haven't been right now, which okay, I'm fine with it. You know, as
Yeah, that's
long as you
cool.
can defend yourself, I'm okay with it. You know,
Yeah.
but even like my oldest daughter right now, she'll tell me like I'll be fighting with my friends, like play fighting, and they know that I can fight. And I'm like, well, yeah, because you used to train. I'm like, that's because you used to train.
I see you holding pads for them too, man, in some of your videos. I saw you go to some of the jiu-jitsu tournaments. I was like, man, that's cool as hell, man.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, brother. I think you know, it's such a different sport as well. You know, the jiu-jitsu and kickboxing. My second child, whose birthday was just yesterday, he as well. He's had some fights as well. You know, so it's
Yeah.
scary, but it's a beautiful thing as well. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you kind of grind your teeth and just say,
Yeah.
"Fuck it, let's go." You know, like let's go,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
You know, and more often than not, they've came out on top. You know, so they got some skills as well, and they are they have. If anything, I try to show them like, hey, you gotta have that like Kobe Mamba
Dude.
mentality. Like, let's go.
Bro, and it makes sense that you have that mentality. You sound super competitive, bro. And like I said, all the fights I've watched you, bro, in Fury, dog mentality, bro. You're in there for real. Like people say, I'm here to kill or be killed. Dog, you're not looking for no decisions when you fight, Eddie. Like you're in there to fuck people up, dude.
Yeah, 100%. It's either them or me. You know, that's the way I see it. I'm like, bro, I gotta hit you before you hit me. And more often than not, I hit just a little bit harder. You know,
Yeah, bro.
if I hit you, you're gonna fall. You know, so hey, I've had some fights, man. I think it was my second amateur fight where I fought Jose Mercado. Man, I remember him hitting me once. I thought I was gonna knock him out already. He ends up hitting
Yeah.
me, and everything went slow motion.
Oh, I
And
know what you're talking about, dude.
you know that feeling, right?
Oh, bro. Bro.
Everything gets slow, and I was like, "That's the hardest I've ever been hit right there," because
Fuck.
when everything slows down and you can't really look, that's a humbling experience, bro.
Bro,
Because
when your
you're so
legs get weird. Yeah, bro, like your brain's not working like with your body. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to move out of shit you're seeing and like you're like, why am I not moving right now? What the fuck? It feels like a bad dream, to be honest.
yeah, exactly. You come out of there and you're like, damn, that felt like a dream. That's what's going on now.
Bro. And the adrenaline dump after. I want to know this too, Eddie. I see you're taking up some boxing. I see on the side you be throwing them fucking hands, dog. But also, I don't think people know this about you, bro. You're a black belt in jujitsu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I actually got my black belt. I'm coming on about a year, a little less than a year, man. So yeah, it took a lot of work, brother, for sure, man. And
Bro, who gave you your black belt, man? And how long did it take for you to get that? That's badass.
so yeah, it took about 10 years, brother. 10 years of solid
Damn.
training jujitsu. So I went into the gym where I was the ultimate submission as a blue belt. Even before that, I had been doing a lot of nogi. But the gym where I was from, we really did it. We trained jujitsu, but it wasn't like ranking and nothing like that. But
Yes, yes.
the last year or so, we started ranking. So I moved up to a blue belt. Once I went to Ultimate Submission Academy, about a few months there, I moved up to purple belt. So from 2019 to 2024 is where I was, purple, brown, and black.
Bro, that how long were you a brown belt before you went black?
Oh man, quite a while. At least I think it was like almost 3 years.
Isn't that crazy how that works? Like that's probably the longest stage right there is going from brown to black.
Yeah. I think brown or purple for sure. Those they feel like they last forever.
Bro,
You'll be like, damn,
bro.
when's my black belt coming? But
Facts.
at some point you just gotta like don't even worry about it,
Yeah,
because
man. Just
I
enjoy it.
there was a lot of black belts when I was even a purple belt that I would tap out. Had a few of them go to sleep whenever I would choke them, and I'm like, bro, like I'm not worried about the belt. I'm worried about if I can fucking
Facts.
tap you out.
Facts,
You know.
bro.
So for me,
I'm
that was
fighting for my
always
life right now. Like you took my
exactly
back and I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
exactly, bro. So for me, it was just yes, the belts do matter and all that, but at some point I was like, dude, like it really doesn't. If we're
Yeah,
going, it's you and I. This is as intimate as it can get. Me and
bro.
you. Let's see who can tap who.
Bro.
And man, it. I've been tapped plenty though. I have dudes
Same.
that we
Same.
have blue belts at our gym that are just dogs, bro.
Dude.
And we got a kid named Jason. Jason's like 16 years old.
Oh
This
damn.
dude keep this dude keeps up with black belts, bro.
Oh damn. And he's young and hungry, bro.
Oh my God. His brother is actually a boxer as well. Chico, outstanding boxer, ranked. The
Damn.
family is just one of them really cool families that's like, man, you guys are special.
Yeah.
But man, Jason is an animal, and anybody that rolls with him will tell you the same thing. They're like, dude, this 16-year-old kid, I have to treat him like a grown ass man
Yeah.
because if not, he will rip your leg apart.
Facts.
He's a leg locker, bro. He'll grab your
Facts,
leg and
bro.
rip that thing.
Yeah, bro. Do you take any like jujitsu matches, like kind of like in between camps or in between fights, just to kind of stay active?
So I actually have taken some. To be honest, I haven't taken one in a while though, and I'm looking to get back
Yeah,
into it for sure.
it's just hard, bro, because you can get injured so easy doing those, man.
That's
And
the
like,
issue.
yeah, bro, like a leg lock, you're rolling, you fucking pop something as you're just in between scrambles, man. You get caught in a nasty arm bar, your shoulder gets fucked.
Exactly, bro. So that's kind of my thing. I'm like, dude, like if I'm gonna do something, y'all gonna have to pay me for it. First of all,
Facts,
I feel
bro.
like I'm at that level now where hey, if you're good at something, pay me for it. So with jujitsu matches, there's just yes, there's a lot of pros. The pro is that you're out there competing, you're going against people that you don't know, you're fighting those butterflies. But on the con side, you can get hurt, and that is gonna
Yes,
take away your money now. Now that's affecting your fight career. So it's just kind of hard to balance.
it really is, bro. And Joe, I got a couple more questions for you, bro. For real, Eddie. I big appreciate your time. I've had you on for 45 minutes now, dog, and you're the man, bro. Thank you so
Oh,
much
it's
for this
all good,
time.
brother. I'm enjoying
Um,
it, brother. No problem, man.
you're the man, Eddie. Kind of like going off that jujitsu, like taking matches. How many boxing fights have you been? I've been seeing recently, bro. You've been waiting in for some boxing fights.
So you know what's crazy about this is this. So, man, first of all, can I box? Yes. Am I doing boxing all the time? Absolutely not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we do more jujitsu, more kickboxing than boxing. So
Mm-hmm.
I had a vehicle I was selling, and I sold a vehicle to a guy named Chato who has his own boxing gym here in town. And it just so happens that he was buying it for his son.
Oh,
And
damn.
the next day, his son's fight drops. His the fighter he was fighting dropped. So he messages me and he's like, "Hey, would you want to take a fight against my son?"
No.
I swear to you, bro, this was like, I don't know, 6 months ago, 5 months ago.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Who? Who's your son?" And he's like, "The one that was there yesterday, day before yesterday." And I was like, "That's correct." I was like, "You know what? Here's the issue though, is that I just had sparring that day. I kicked somebody's knee and I was limping a lot. So,
Ah,
so I
bro.
told him, I was like, and here's the thing, it was Sunday. They wanted to fight Friday, so this
Oh,
was
damn.
literally 4 or 5 days. And I was like, look, man, I was like, I'm walking around with a limp right now. I was like, give me like 12 hours, and I'm gonna let you know how. Make sure my foot's good, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
let you know. It took like 40 minutes. I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
I
That boy's competitive, bro. That boy Eddie sat there and was like, nah, fuck that. I think I'm gonna take it. Nah, I'll wrap my shit up.
exactly, bro. And it was like 40 minutes later. I was like, you know what? Let's do it, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
you want y'all want to go? Let's go. And so, but I told him, I was like, I'm not cutting no weight. I'm not doing anything, bro. We're gonna fight at my natural weight. I think I weighed in like at 137 and a half. I was like, I'm not cutting
Yeah.
no weight. We just gonna fight like that, and I'm good with it. And we ended up having a draw, and he had a pretty big name here as well, like as far as like one
Yeah.
of the up and coming boxers. So it was definitely a good thing getting paid, especially because boxing is crazy, bro. They pay so much
Crazy.
more.
Oh, they do, bro. It
They
is
pay
insane.
they pay so much more, bro. So the first fight, 2 racks right out the gate. 2 racks, win,
Wow.
lose, or draw, they're paying you 2 grand. I was like, well, damn. I get offered another fight, and I don't like to be negative or complain. I try to
Mm-hmm.
stop myself from that. But the promoter was kind of just dog shit asshole. So
Oh, bro.
so we were gonna fight, and then I forgot what exactly happened, but I was gonna end up dropping from the fight. Oh, I had popped my I was doing jujitsu and I shouldn't have been. I popped my knee.
Like we just said, bro.
Exactly. So I'm doing jujitsu at the gym. We have War Room Wednesday. It's a crazy intense day. I put somebody into it's like a calf slicer, but I extend my
Mm.
knee and it pops, boom,
Oh,
and I'm like a week and a half away from the fight, from the boxing
yeah.
match. And I called him and I'm like, hey man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fight, bro. Like I just popped my knee. You haven't
Mm.
even sent me a contract, first of all. You know, I popped my knee. I'm telling him what's going on. And you know what's funny is that this dumbass dude, he thinks that he covers a phone, and then he tells his wife, hey, yeah, I'm listening to this dude complain about everything. And I'm like,
Oh
you
my God.
motherfucker. And I'm just giving him facts. I'm giving him
Yeah.
facts. Like, hey, dog, like you haven't sent me a contract. You haven't told me what you're gonna pay me. I popped my knee, and once he did that, I was like, you know what? I was like, the only way I'm gonna fight for you is you pay me 4 grand. I
Yeah.
became an asshole. I was,
Yeah, bro.
I was
Fuck
like,
him.
I was like, man, fuck you. But I didn't even tell him. I just said, you know what? The only way I do it is you pay me 4 grand. He starts giving me this spiel about, man, that's a lot. Please don't back out. Because if I would have backed out, then we're gonna have to cancel the whole show.
Oh, no shit, bro.
Because you need to have a certain amount of fighters in order for the state to approve
You're
it.
right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And I think there was only like 7 fights. So if I would have dropped, you can't have only 6. You got to have a certain amount of rounds
Yeah.
for the state to approve it. So I was like, well, you know what? Sounds like you need me more than I need you, bro. I was like, pay me 4 grand. That's the only way I'm fighting. Sure enough, he pays me the 4 grand, bro.
Let's go, bro. And that was for a boxing fight?
That was for a boxing fight, bro. Hell
Let's
yeah.
go, bro. Let's go, Eddie. Get
Man,
that
but
bag, bro.
you know what's so crazy though, bro, is that day though, here in the West Side, man, the West Side is fucking as gutter as you can get. It's the
Yeah.
West Side. It's outside. It was nice and all that, but
Oh, damn.
bro, like you go over there and you're like, man, somebody's gonna rob me, bro. I know, cause
Yeah.
I'm in the South. This hood is over here as well. But over there, you got the courts. You got it's
Oh,
all
bro.
it's all housing. It's all motherfuckers over there that really have
Yeah.
not much to lose. So We go over there, and the promoter's talking with cops. Next thing you know, before we even fight, the promoter's in handcuffs, bro.
Bro, the same dude that was fucking around on the phone?
Yes, same dude. And I'm like, bro, like, so I didn't even know if I was gonna fight. I'm like, bro,
Oh
how?
my God, Eddie.
And here's the thing: he's had a fight or two where he didn't pay his fighters, bro.
Shocker, dog.
So I
Shocker.
already knew that, and I was like, man, I was like, look, bro, if this fool gets locked up, I'm not fighting, bro. I'm not gonna go do something
Yeah.
paid.
Fuck no.
So they had like a 2-hour layoff, bro. He ended up paying like 20 grand to the cops right there.
Oh my God.
Now that was the boxer's money. So he was scrambling around looking for all this money to because the state told him, hey, we're not gonna start until you have all the money for everybody.
Yeah.
So it was like a 2-hour. We got backtracked for about 2 hours. Finally, once the fight started, I was like, all right, let's go get wrapped.
Yeah, let's get this shit over with.
And to be honest, man, it was a terrible experience as well. Like it was a dog shit fight for me. I was fighting a guy that was like 6'2". Nuts, bro. It was nuts. I didn't.
And you're boxing too, so you can't shoot takedowns, bro. You can't throw leg kicks. You can't mix. You're just sitting there like motherfucker, dude.
So yeah. So one, I was against what I do all the time, and then also I didn't even thought I was gonna fight till like an hour before we fought.
And then your promoter's getting fucking literally put in the back of a cop car.
Exactly, it was insane, bro. It definitely. I knew I was like, this is gonna make for a good podcast one day for sure.
Hey, Eddie, we appreciate that clip. We appreciate that clip, bro. Because I don't think people understand how crazy this like amateur scene or like they kind of like these B league promotions. Like I don't think people understand, bro. Like the amount of wild shit that happens.
There's so much curveballs that happen, bro, and like literally there was curveballs up to like an hour before I fought. Like that's
fucking wild. And the fact that you stayed, the fact that you weren't like, hey, yo, fuck this, we're leaving. The fact that you still set it out and was like, nah, man, I'm here to fight.
And my coach told me, he was like, we should probably leave, bro. Like I'm telling you, he's locked up right now. He's in the back of the car right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, man. And the kind of cool thing was that I was actually fighting a boxing legend's son. His name was I don't know if you know him, but Ghostman, Robert Guerrero.
I don't, bro. I don't want to lie to you.
Yeah, no. If you look him up, I'm sure you'll be like, oh, that's him. Because even me,
I
had to look him up, and I was like, oh, damn, he's fought Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's fought a lot of his dad, and his dad's still fighting as well. And I was fighting his son, so I was like, well, damn. That's kind of cool, but I know he's gonna be really good as well.
Yeah, bro. And bro, I say this to people all the time. Boxing and MMA is like baseball and basketball. That shit's kind of the same, but not really.
Not really, bro. Yeah, no, it's not, and especially because for me, I'm fighting dudes that are like 6'2", bro.
That's insane, bro.
I'm cutting no weight. I know these guys probably weigh like 160, 155,
yes.
Cutting down to 130. So for me, it was just 100%. Me doing the boxing, the way I saw it was, I'm sparring for money for my kids.
I love that, bro.
That's all I'm doing.
I love that, bro. You're still getting money. It's basically a workout. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I don't see it like MMA where I was like, man, MMA for me, winning and losing is devastating.
Dude,
it's the best of the best and it's the worst of the worst. So I don't see boxing like that. I'll tell my kids that fight, when I did end up losing that fight, I told them, they're like, Dad, did you win? I'm like, man, I won. I want money for us, bro. That's what I did.
Dude.
This is for us right here. And yeah, man, in 3 fights, in like the span of like 5 months, I made like 10 grand, bro.
Just boxing?
Just boxing.
Oh my, 3-minute rounds too, bro. No takedowns.
Exactly. You don't got to worry about, somebody ripping your heel off.
Oh, checking kicks.
Knees. I was like, man, that's not bad.
No, bro, it's not bad at all. Bro, and if you did 2 or 3 more of those, who knows? You know what I'm saying? You probably make 20 grand in a year.
Exactly. Well, yeah, hell yeah. I did 10 grand in 5 months, and this.
Yeah.
And this was not even training for it. This was just like,
that's wild, bro.
So the last boxing fight that they told me about was literally in 14-hour notice.
Oh my God.
My boy Louis called me and he's like, hey, have you been training? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was like, I haven't. My knee's still banged up. And he was like, do you want to take a fight? And this was right before Christmas.
Oh no, bro.
Right before Christmas, bro. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I got 6 kids, bro. Every month is God given for me to be able to be comfortable and get my bills paid and give them their tuition for volleyball, for basketball, for everything, you know. So
Food.
Christmas was coming and I was like, man, it's, you know, they ain't gonna have much stuff. They're gonna have some, but not as much as I would like. When
Yeah.
that opportunity came, I just knew I was like, all right, this is God giving me an opportunity, you know.
Facts.
Boom, right there, another $4,000.
Damn, bro. And this is all in San Antonio?
No. So two of them, San Antonio. This last one was in Houston.
So you had to drive to Houston on 14-hour notice?
Bro, I was at work when he called me. I said,
Oh my
I
God.
said, as soon as I get out, I'm gonna drive over there. I got over there like at 8 o'clock, did the weigh-ins, went to go eat. When I went to go eat, man,
Bro,
you know,
you're a
I paid for this
savage.
one lady's meal because she didn't have cash. I just,
Eddie, you're such a solid dude, bro.
yeah, well, you know, for me, it was just like, so I went into it wasn't Panda, it was one where they got all those protein bowls. I forget what it's called.
Like Chipotle?
Chipotle, there you go.
Okay.
And they were only doing they were doing no cash or no cards,
Yeah,
sorry, and it was only
yeah.
cash. I had like a $50 bill on me, and you know, it's this lady, and she's like, "What? No card?" Now, you know, I just did what the Holy Spirit told me to say. I said, "I got you, man." I was like, "Don't worry about it." I told her, "You can cash at me, and I'll pay for it." Once it came time for her to cash at me, I was like, "You know what? Don't even worry about it." I was like,
Yeah.
"Y'all just enjoy that, man." And she was like, and you know what's crazy is that
Eddie.
as right when I told her that, I for whatever reason I glanced at her phone, and I don't know how, but she had a prayer hotline on her phone. I don't know. I don't know what she was going through or what,
Damn.
but she was on a prayer hotline, and I was like, man, I was like, you know, I was like, you're good. Like, don't even worry about it, because I knew I was like, dude, I'm about to go in the Valley of Death tomorrow and fight, but
Yeah,
you know what? I'm
bro.
coming out of there with $4,000 more.
Yeah.
I was like, man, don't even worry about it. You know, you good. So yeah, it was just one of those things. Whenever God tells me to do something, man, I can't go against it.
Bro, life is so wild how that works, bro. Like if you don't get that fight called, you know what I'm saying? Like who pays for like probably nobody pays for her, nobody hooks her up. Chipotle probably tells her sorry, nothing we can do. Like little shit like that. You get an extra $4,000 before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like life's crazy, man. And who knows what you had going on that week, bro.
Insanity.
Damn, that's wild, Eddie.
It was a bit, but you know, it's poetry when you really think about it. You know, it's just
It really is, bro.
it's poetry, and for me, it was just I, I I heard it not long ago, but they said that if it's from God, there will be no hesitation. If it's not from God, you're gonna have a whole lot of hesitation, and you're not gonna know, and you're gonna be in doubt. Once I got that call, when I was at work, I was literally at work, and he calls me, and I'm like, there was no hesitation. I was like, man, if you can get $4,000, he was like, I can get you 3, but I'm gonna tell them 4 since it's on literally 14 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Yeah. I was like, if you can get 4, I'm there for sure.
Yeah.
There was no hesitation, bro. You know, I was like, man, right when I got home, I waited for my kids. They got here. I gave them a hug and kiss. I was like, I'll be back later, and I'll see y'all in like
What
2
a
days.
feeling, bro.
Yeah, they were like sad. They don't understand it. You know, my little girl's like 6. She doesn't understand. She's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you're good. I gotta go. You know, I gotta go work. I just told her I gotta go work. And that's what it was. And boom. Next thing you know, I'm over there. I'm paying for a lady's meal. Boom. The next day, you know what? We fighting. Boom. I come out with $4,000
Did you go with anyone down there or by yourself? Did you have a coach or anyone with you?
by myself, bro.
Eddie, what the fuck, bro?
Well, and here's the thing. My coach wanted to go, but my boy Chewy, he was fighting for Fury on Sunday.
Oh,
So
I got you.
my fight was on Saturday, and he was gonna fight on Sunday. So my coach already had made plans to be there on for Fury, not
Yeah.
necessarily for mine. So sorry, I ended up fighting on a Friday. So it was just it's one of
Oh,
those things
so
where
okay.
you know what I mean. It was one of those weird. You would have had to have been there since Friday. You don't have a hotel for that day. It was just a whole. But you know what? I was kind of happy, bro. I knew I was like, this is one of those journeys where I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna say I did that alone. It was me and God
Facts,
only.
bro.
It was God and I, and that's it. That was perfectly done like that.
Eddie, what a moment, man. What a story, bro. I appreciate you telling me that. That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It was. It's the boxing world for me has definitely been different and filled with a lot of curveballs, bro. But you know, ultimately, man, I do it for my kids.
Bro, and you're double dipping with MMA and boxing, bro. Just making that cheddar for each way, extra training, bro. Just getting that work in too, man. That's amazing, bro. That's so fucking cool to hear.
Yeah, definitely, brother.
Eddie, real quick. I know I've said I got a couple more questions for you, but I legit have 2 more questions for real. I
Yeah,
am.
let's do it. You good?
I'm about to say we're an hour in. I feel bad. I told you it's gonna be 30 minutes, and I'm like, hey, bro, you won't be here till 7?
Hey, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
My brother, I enjoy it, bro. Don't even worry about it. You know, you doing a solid for me, man. I
You're
like
doing a
stuff
solid for
like this,
me,
you know?
bro. You're doing a solid for me. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Um, what would you rather do, bro? Would you rather be in Dana White Contender Series or The Ultimate Fighter?
I, I I think for me, what's more suitable for me is definitely Contender Series.
Facts, bro.
You you
Facts,
you
bro.
you give me that one shot, boom, I'm giving it all I got. And let's go, you know. And I think you know, I have 3 knockouts. I have 4 first round knockouts, you know. I have one a 10-second, 12-second, and a
Let's
13-second,
go.
you know. Yeah, so the way I see it, man, is if I land something, it can be devastating, you know. And I think that's what I think for me, you know. I know, like I said, I started late, but for me, my saving grace is knowing that I'm a small dude with a lot of power. You know,
Bro, you
not a lot of
crack.
dudes can say, not even a lot of heavyweights can say they got a 12, 13, and a 10-second knockout.
Bro,
You
at
know,
125 too, man.
exactly. So I have 3 fighters that I've accumulated in 35 seconds. You know,
God dang, bro.
so I'm like, that's my saving grade. That's my ticket right there, you know. And I
Yeah.
protect that, you know. And obviously, it's more than that. I've got to be well rounded, and I've got to be able to go to distance sometimes because I know there's dogs out there, you know. But I know that I have that in my back pocket, you know. So if I can land it, boom, done. Ultimate Fighter would be amazing. My boy Isaac Moreno is actually going to the Ultimate Fighter, man, and
Oh, damn.
yeah, badass. I'm glad for him, bro. But me just being away from my family for that long,
Yeah.
how would my bills get paid? There's a lot of stuff that is just a mystery to me, and I don't know if I would be able to do it. You know?
Yeah, bro. Being out there 6 weeks in the house with 18 other dudes. People are getting drunk at night. Bullshit's happening. You got cameras in your face 24/7, bro.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I'm okay with that, you know. But I'm a
It's decent. It's good exposure.
yeah, exactly. Oh, it's 100% amazing exposure, you know. But I'm a
Yeah.
dude of solitude as well, you know. I
Yeah,
like being with
bro.
my kids. I like being alone in my room sometimes. But don't get me wrong, if I knew my bills would get paid and I knew that everything would be fine here at home, bam, let's do it, you know.
100%, bro. I didn't even think about that, man. Like when these guys are gone for 6 weeks and they got their families back at the house, like how is the UFC taking care of that? Like like you have 6 kids now. Like is it just like now they go to one parent now and one parent's having to do everything for them for 6 weeks? Like your like families are having to help too. Like and then if you don't win, let's say you lose your first fight, you're still at the house just sitting around. It's just like what the fuck?
And now you're like 2 months behind on rent or
Yes,
mortgage. Like
bro.
I don't know if I could do that,
Yes.
you know.
When Dana White Contender Series, it's trained. We're gonna give you one shot. Come in here, bro. You fucking bring a different pace on these dudes too, man. Dana would sitting there just loving that. They need so many 125ers right now, bro. I mean, you're really in a good spot right now, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know that, man, and I take that, you know, and I take pride in that, you know. So I know that these next 2 fights are huge for me, you know. Even though my right now it's up in the air because the dude that I was supposed to fight backed out. So you know, I don't know what's gonna happen in a month from now. I kind of have faith that they're gonna find somebody, you know. But
I
I
think
hate taking
so.
these last week fights.
Yeah,
Uh,
bro.
not my style, you know. But it's not in me to be like, no, I'm not gonna fight. You know, I so I fought Paris. You know Paris, right?
Yes, yes.
I fought Paris back in 2021, bro. The week before our fight, I almost broke my ankle. I was sparring somebody, and
Ah,
teammate rode like a forward row. I guess somebody had his leg, and he did a forward row to get out, and he ran right over
mm-hmm.
my ankle, nearly
Ah,
broke it. So he nearly broke it, and then like 3 days later, I had food poisoning while I'm cutting weight.
oh my God.
So I called Eric, and I'm like, Eric, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fight, man. And my foot's swollen as shit. I thought I broke it, and I have food poisoning right now.
Which is
He
horrible.
Yeah, he begs me to fight, bro. I mean, beg. I mean, beg. I don't mean that in a,
No, I get you. No, I get you. I
he's just
get you.
like, man, please, bro. Like, Paris brings a lot of fight. I didn't even know who Paris was at the time.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
please, man, like, you can't do this. I need you in this. He brings a lot of people, and I'm like, let me see how I feel in the next day or so, bro. This is like 2 days before the fight already, you know. Uh,
Damn.
it wasn't in me to be like, no, I gotta back out. I said,
Facts.
let's do it. Let's
Facts.
do it. I went out there. We went to a decision. he won the first 2 rounds. I won the last one, and I lost it. But it's one of those things where it's a testament to me. Where like I had all the reason in the world to back out of that fight, and I still didn't. So I have a lot of dudes that back out on fights to me, for whatever reason. And I get it. You see a dude knocking dudes out in 10, 12, 13 seconds.
Bro.
You might get, the butterflies a bit, but that's what we do.
That's what we do, bro.
That's what we do.
That's literally why you're in this.
Exactly. You got to take those chances. And that's why I say a lot of these dudes are just not those dudes,
Facts. Hey, facts, bro. And people don't understand like what you just said right there, bro. I mean, you've told me 4 different stories where you've went into a fight day or two notice and everything's fucked up on you, major injury, food poisoning, bro, is horrible while cutting weight too. Oh my God, Eddie. Like you have no cardio, bro. You feel like absolute shit. The fact that you went 3 rounds too after that with the fucked up ankle, bro. Like this is why I love having guys on the podcast and hearing these stories, man, because people have no idea. Like this happens in the UFC all the time. And then imagine guys like you, bro, that aren't making 20 and 20. You know what I'm saying? And you're still having to go through this, bro, while having your other jobs. You're living in San Antonio. You have 6 kids. It's just, I don't think people really understand, bro, this. And I think y'all deserve way more respect.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, brother. And I think a lot of people they can't put themselves in the mind state to understand it, and rightfully so. Some people are just not mature enough, or they kind of got their head in the sand to it.
It's a different mindset, bro. It takes a different, bro. Like you said, you're training 2 times a day, 5-6 days a week, and then you're coaching after. So it's not like you get to do that shit, go eat Chipotle, go home, vibe out for the day, and hang out. You got to go take care of your kids. You got to go to their events too, and you're coaching people. Like your battery is like nonstop having to be fully charged, dude.
100%, brother. I know, man. And it's something that, like I said, man, I can do it now, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Later on, when I'm 50, 55, I might not be able to, and that's when I'll be able to, all right, let's ease up.
Chill. Look back at what you did too. Your kids look back at it. They hear stories like this. They're like, damn, dude, my dad was about that life.
Exactly. And they won't understand it yet.
Nah, man.
Later on, for sure.
Yeah, bro. What has been your favorite place to fight, Eddie?
It's got to be at home, brother. It's got to be at home. It's got to be here, man. I hear that crowd cheering. It's nerve-wracking though.
Oh my God, dude.
I've had my kids there. I've had my wife there in the stands. It's nerve-wracking, bro, especially knowing that I can get laid out right now in front of my peeps. I've had my mom, I've had my grandma there. But I always try to instill in them, like, look, man, this is just sport. It's, for me, I know it's much more because I know it's intimate, it's passionate, it's one-on-one, it's me and this dude. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. As much spiritual as it is physical,
Yes.
And I understand that, but for them, I try to just nutshell it into it's a sport. This is like me playing basketball. If I get hurt, I could get hurt playing basketball. I could sprain my ankle. I could fall and hit the bleachers. It's one of those things.
Yeah, bro, and that's crazy. Like I never invite my family to mine. Like I get so nervous because of that, bro. Like I have a couple friends come, guys at the gym will come, but like I tell my family, like, don't come. Like you said, bro, just that extra like anxiety and that pressure, man. Like I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like it fucks me up. Like walking out there knowing they're there, especially like if I see them there, I feel like it would like you said, bro. Just you got a different mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset's a lot different.
Yeah, like I said, it is nerve-wracking, bro. But it's almost like you got to become a different person out there. You've got to be 100%, like, I go out there just like stone face, like, all right, we're getting this job done. I see my people, but they're like in a cloud. It's like, or I'm in a cloud over here, and I see you guys, but I don't see you guys. And I got a job to do right now, and I'm gonna do that. And then after I'm done, I can come back into this realm, the real world.
Yes. Post-fight vibes, go get some food with the family and friends. Everyone sit there and talk, and that's the best feeling, dude. Like after those 12-second knockouts, you're getting 13-second knockouts, going in the back, bro, took no fucking damage, had a good camp, got paid, and now you get to sit back with your friends, the people that got you there, your team, your family, and everyone's just having a great time, man. It makes it all worth it in the end, bro.
100%, brother. And that's that highest of highs and lowest of lows, unfortunately on the other side,
Facts, bro. And my last question for you, Eddie, what has been your favorite walkout song since you've been fighting?
Man, that's tough because
It's tough.
with my walkout songs, what's funny is that I don't tell anybody my walkout song until they hear it.
Do you
Even
really?
even my wife will be like, "What's gonna be your song this time?" And I'm like, "I can't tell you.
Yeah,
You know what it is, man. Like, I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. I don't
yeah,
know how
yeah, yeah,
to." And not until I walk out and they're like, "Damn, you coming out to that?"
yeah, yeah.
Uh, but man, I think my favorite walkout song is the one that I have came out to. It's a Spanish song actually. It's called it's a fistful of dirt is what it says, and it's talking about like, man, whenever you leave this earth, you're just gonna have a fistful of dirt. You're not taking nothing else.
Damn, that's
Live that life. So
bars.
it's Ramon Ayala. It's called Un Puño de Tierra, and
That's
English.
bars.
That's what he's talking about. It's like, man, all you're gonna have is a fistful of dirt, bro. So go out there and give it all you got.
Eddie, that's dope. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie to you. That is everything with you, bro. It seems like it has a real deep meaning, man, and that's super cool.
yeah, definitely, man. I think any other way to live, it's just not as meaningful. It's not as significant. You've got to look at everything. I look at everything, bro. I look at, like I said, the way I do one thing is the way I try to do all things. So if my room's a fucking mess, I think my life's a mess.
Yeah,
You know,
facts,
looking
facts.
around, I got to take out the trash right now. You know what I mean? Like that's how I look at everything like that. If I'm walking by and I'm not picking up a piece of trash, that's another thing about me. Like if I throw something in the trash and it misses, my conscience comes into play. And it's like, are you gonna leave that there? Or are you gonna go pick it up because that's what you threw? That's your trash. Are you gonna be irresponsible? Are you mature enough to go get it? And I've had times where even where I'm digging in my pocket in the parking lot at HEB or Walmart, and a piece of trash falls out, and God would tell me, my conscience would tell me, "Hey, go get that. That's yours, bro. Go. What are you doing? Why are you letting it go off?" And I'm there chasing it in the wind. Boom! I'm like, damn, bro. Like, my conscience got to be like that.
Yeah, for receipt paper, like for some
Yeah.
shit you bought at the store. You're like, what the fuck?
100%, bro.
Nah.
And so everything has to be a significance, and that's what I try to instill into my kids and to the people around me, where it's like everything is for a reason. The dream you had is for a reason. What you're looking at is for a reason. Everything and anything is God giving you a sign.
Bro, 100%, man. Eddie, you're the man, dude. I'm so grateful to have you on the show today, bro. I said I was gonna have 30 minutes of your time. I ended up taking an hour and 15.
I
Dude,
enjoyed it, bro.
bro, I enjoy it. Thank you, like, for all the stories you told me, man. I cannot wait, bro, to see you fight in Fury FC. I can't wait to see you in the UFC, bro. I can't wait to see where this journey takes you this year, man. I hope nothing but good things for you, bro. Nothing but blessing for you and your family. If people are wondering where to find them at, folks, it's scrolling right there at the bottom. High_def 37. Eddie, is there anything you want to say or anybody you want to shout out, man, before we wrap this up?
No, man, just definitely want to shout out Midman Joe. He's a real dude, and it's beautiful whenever we can kind of network like this. The MMA community is small, so it's a beautiful thing whenever we can connect and just collaborate like this. And my team, Unity Training Center, Professor Ray the judge, man, he's a badass coach, man, and I don't take it for granted what we got down here. I've been to other gyms and a lot of gyms just are not like this. We got some dogs over here, bro. So to my team, to my family, obviously, and ultimately, man, to God. God is everything.
Bro, you're the man, Eddie. Shout out Jesus Christ. Shout out God. Shout out Mitman Joe for making this happen today. And also shout out Eddie High Def. Big appreciate you, folks. Eddie_High Def 37. Big appreciate you, brother.
My dog. Thank you, brother. God bless you, man.
God bless, bro.
Yes, sir.